All right, Rebecca, so I figured I can make this a little easier on you. I don't know which vacuum you have. Both of these are pretty similar. They are a little bit different from each other. But the bags themselves are pretty easy to remove off of them, and it's really the same way on both vacuums. There is a newer style, and I can't really remember, other than the opening that's here, if you did want to replace your bag. I can't really remember what the differences were, but with these two, they are very similar, like I was saying. So if you tip your vacuum over, you have this little spring-loaded clasp down here, and you just lift that up with your finger, and the bottom part of your bag comes out. Now, to remove your outer bag from the vacuum, it's very simple. You just got to take your inner bag out. In order to do this with one hand, but on this particular vacuum, you just pull it back like that, and then it slides out. Now, of course, the inside of mine's really dirty. This thing sees a lot of use in my garage, but in order to remove the whole thing, you'll have this little clasp here, and it just comes off like so. And then you'll have that little lip here. And as you can see, I just pulled it off just fine. So they come off pretty easy. Like I said, they are a little dirty, messy inside. As far as washing these in a washing machine, I can't remember if it's okay to wash them with this piece of plastic still in there. Oreck did have them set up with the older ones that you could just throw them on a washing machine if you took this part off. I'd still try and wash it, but that's just me. If you do wash it, you want to wash it on your lowest setting with the washing machine, and obviously wash it cold. You don't want to wash these warm. But lowest setting, lowest amount of time, you should be fine. But just remember to take that off and then go hang it up outside and just let it air dry, or put it in your garage or something if there's snow or if it's really cold. But that's how you remove those, and I believe this one should be the same way. I can just open this up and have a look. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So there's not really much of a point in me showing you how to do that, but it comes off the same way. There are some newer ones that, they're a little bit different, the openings are, but for the most part, they are pretty much the same thing. If you do want to replace your bag, make sure that the new one that you buy, which I recommend you get one from Amazon, because you could get an aftermarket one for like 20 bucks. You want to make sure the opening is the same. So on the newer bags, or the older ones, I can't remember which, the openings are different. So you want to make sure that that opening is the same. And generally, if you have an Oreck XL, in this body style, you should be fine. But in the event that you need a part number, your vacuum should have its model number on the back here, which for this one, it is listed right here. You can key that into Google, and there's websites like partswarehouse.com where it'll show you an exploded diagram of the vacuum cleaner taken apart, and it'll show the bag, it'll show the inside and the motor and everything. And you can get a part number for the bag if you want to get it that way. But the good thing about these Orecks is they're all pretty much the same thing. So, I could swap this bag onto this vacuum and, vice versa. And even though they look a little different, they're pretty much the same vacuum. So I hope this helps, and